When Neha and I got married, we promised each other the same things everyone does: loyalty, respect, commitment. For years, I thought we had a good marriage. We weren't perfect, but we laughed, we traveled, we built a home together. I gave her everything I could: stability, affection, and most importantly, fidelity. I thought we were both on the same page. That illusion shattered one night when she sat me down at the dining table with a glass of wine and a look I'd never seen on her face before. It wasn't guilt. It wasn't fear. It was entitlement. "I want us to have an open relationship," she said casually, as though she was asking me to switch cable providers. The words stunned me. I blinked at her, wondering if I'd misheard. "An open relationship?" I repeated slowly. "Yes," she said, swirling her wine. "I've been thinking about it for months. I love you, but I need more. I want to explore, have fun, experience different things." I leaned back in my chair, trying to process what she had just dropped on me. "So you want to see other men?" I said. "Exactly," she said brightly, as if I had solved a puzzle. "But of course, this would only be for me." "You don't need to see other women. You have me." Her audacity hit me like a punch. Not only was she asking to cheat with my permission, but she expected me to remain faithful to her while she played the field. I studied her for a long moment. She didn't look nervous or apologetic. She looked confident, almost smug. That's when it hit me. This wasn't a request. This was a demand. She thought she had me so tightly wrapped around her little finger that I would just nod, smile, and accept her terms. "You're serious?" I asked, keeping my voice calm. "Of course," she said. "Look, I deserve this. I've sacrificed so much for this marriage. I'm still young, still beautiful. Men want me. Why should I have to limit myself? You should be proud that other men desire your wife." Her words dripped with arrogance. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, not from sadness, but from a cold, rising anger. She didn't respect me. She didn't respect our marriage. She saw me as a safety net, a steady man she could fall back on while she chased thrills. I nodded slowly. "All right," I said. "If that's what you want, I'll respect your decision." Her eyes lit up with triumph. She thought she had won. She thought I was agreeing to her insane demand, but she had no idea what was coming. The next day, while she went about her life with a smug smile, I began making preparations. You see, everything we owned, our house, the car, even most of the investments, was in my name. She had insisted years ago that I handle the finances, claiming numbers stressed her out. Now that decision was about to backfire spectacularly. I quietly contacted a lawyer friend of mine. I explained the situation. By the time Neha came home 2 nights later, the divorce papers were ready. She walked in, humming, clearly in a good mood. I waited until she sat down on the couch before placing the envelope in her lap. "What's this?" she asked. "Your freedom," I said. She frowned, opening the envelope. As her eyes scanned the first page, the color drained from her face. "Divorce?" she whispered. "Yes," I said evenly. "You wanted an open relationship. I want a closed one, with someone who respects me. So consider this my answer. You're free to see whoever you like, but you won't be doing it as my wife." She stared at me in shock, her mouth opening and closing like a fish gasping for air. "You can't be serious." "Arjun, I didn't mean—" "No," I cut her off. "You meant every word. You wanted to humiliate me, to turn our marriage into your playground. You thought I'd accept being faithful while you ran around with other men. You disrespected me. And now you'll live with the consequences." Tears welled up in her eyes. "But where will I go? What will I do?" I shrugged. "That's not my problem anymore. You made your choice. I'm just honoring it." Within weeks, the divorce was finalized. She tried to fight for the house, for money, but everything was ironclad in my name. She left with little more than her clothes and her pride in tatters. As for me, I felt free, relieved, empowered. I hadn't lost anything that mattered, because what mattered? Respect, loyalty, love, had already been destroyed by her. All I had done was refuse to play the fool. I later heard she tried dating the men she thought were lining up for her. They weren't interested in commitment. They wanted only temporary fun, and when they were done, they moved on. The woman who demanded an open relationship for herself only ended up alone, while I rebuilt my life without the weight of her arrogance. And the best part? The look on her face when I handed her those papers, the shock, the speechlessness, that was worth more than any revenge I could have planned. She demanded her freedom. I gave it to her, just not in the way she expected.